Sequencing with loops and conditions. While writing an algorithm, three basic building blocks are used: sequencing, selection, and iteration. Building blocks help us to uncover the solution to a complex problem which can be understood and implemented by others using programming. To understand the concept of sequencing in programming, let's take an example of sequence. Example: algorithm to swap two numbers. Step 1. Read num1, num2. Step 2. Temp equals num1. Step 3. Num1 equals num2. Step 4. Num2 equals temp. Step 5. Print num1, num2. Step 6. Stop. To reach the final output, you need to follow the algorithm step by step. Explanation: read the two numbers, num1 and num2, that needs to be swapped. Assign the value of num1 to a temporary variable called temp and the value of num2 to num1. Then assign value of temp to num2. Finally, print the values of num1 and num2 which are now swapped. If you follow the steps correctly in sequence, you will achieve the output. Skipping any step from this sequence or altering the sequence will lead to errors in the program or generation of wrong output. This is how sequencing in programming works. Let's take the example of selection. Example: pseudocode to check if the citizen is senior citizen or not on the basis of age entered by the user. Person is considered a senior citizen if his or her age is above 60 years old. int age equals 61. If age is greater than or equal to 60, print person is a senior citizen in double quote, else print person is not a senior citizen in double quote. Explanation: in this pseudocode, we'll check if the person is a senior citizen or not on the basis of age entered by the user. If you follow the sequence of pseudocode, you will see that the program makes a selection of which flow to enter depending on the age defined in the program. If the age is more than or equal to 60, the program enters the if block. If the age is less than 60, the program enters else block. Example: flowchart to print all the natural numbers from 1 to 100. Explanation: to print all the natural numbers from 1 to 0, the flow of the program will repeat or iterate for each number from 1 to 100. For every single iteration, it will check for the condition and take the appropriate path. This is how iteration works in programming. It will repeat the block of code for multiple times until the specified condition is achieved.